So we did all the Aussie pairs, if you will, other than the pound Aussie. And we might as well do the pound Aussie because the pound is, as you know, trading in a range and the Aussie is kind of weak. So by looking at the chart for the pound Aussie, and we have been trading this one last week, last Friday, Friday was pretty much a nightmare, and that's a good example for trading the structural points. As you can see that we have the 152.90, and on Friday we came above the 151.66. The 152.59, we came above the 151.66, and it exploded all the way up to the 159, the 152.59, and we did actually, I actually bought it, if you remember when we were trading together on Friday. I did buy it in this move up here. When some of us did buy it in this move up here. And then it kind of sold off, and that's what happens when it goes above the structure point. It should fly. It kind of paused and we slid. We had this kind of ease that we had into the pound. It came back below that structure point on Friday. Now we're taking all the information of what happened, and now we're turning back above this structure point, which is the 151.66, and we're pushing kind of high. So right now the bias in this is to the upside, not because of pound strength, but more because of Aussie weakness. So we will buy it above the structural point, the intraday structure. So this is going to be our buying point. Like that. And if I do, this is what is going to be our stop. And we're looking for it to go above the one, as you can see, I did not change the color of the 152.59, so it should go above the 152, let's say 59 or 60, and it should fly. If it goes above the 159 and it comes back down again, this is when you take your profit and close the trade. Your bias is still to the upside, the Aussie is weak, and you're looking for a retake of the 152.95. And as you can see, this is what I'm talking about. That's why we're entering the trade, because once it gets above the structure, this is what you get. You don't get a second chance to catch up on this trade. Look here, look here, look here. So we want to get in early, and if we do, we want to stay with it. Okay? Now, so we're buying, as I said, above the 152.32. Okay? And if that, then my stop is going to be below 151.98. and I see the structural long point, and we can use the 152.95 as a structural long point for the time being. 59.0 as a structural long point. On the short side, look at this chart. It broke below the 151.66 and it hasn't broken down. So this is going to be our selling point, the 151.66. That's going to be our structural short point, and it is going to be our stop. I just want to double check the structural long point. Yeah, you can see here this is reasonable, so we can make it. Okay, so for the pound Aussie, we are going to buy it above 152.32. If I do, I have a structural long point at 152.59, and my stop is going to be 151.98, so I'm risking about 40 pips on that trade. On the short side, I'm going to go short below the structure point, which is the 151.66. It's going to be my stop and my structural short. All right, that is the pound Aussie.